Georgia used to be such a sunny child, but she doesn't smile like that anymore. Although she now has loving parents through adoption, she is currently fighting pediatric cancer. Georgia's patients have asked for donations, but can Georgia get the treatment that will cure her completely? Three-year-old Georgia came to this foreign country to receive treatment for the cancer that's threatening her life. She was diagnosed with spinal cancer in the Philippines and received surgery as well as anti-cancer treatments, but they were unable to completely rid her of the tumor inside her spine, and she urgently needed suitable treatment.
It's okay.
There's no proton therapy available in the Philippines, and the nearest place that offered proton therapy was Seoul. So we looked at the centre in Seoul and we came to visit 2 weeks ago. So this is her website. People can donate. We regularly update it with
Georgia's family learned about the cutting-edge proton beam therapy through the internet donation site they opened for their daughter. That's why they have come to Korea. Her parents update the progress and treatments Georgia receives on the website every day for her supporters.
Once she was diagnosed, we didn't have any insurance cover, so we had to do something. Lots of our friends and family wanted to help, so this was a way that they could contribute and support us.
This is the proton treatment room for pediatric patients. To keep Georgia still during the treatment, the doctors begin by putting Georgia under anesthesia first. What made Georgia's parents choose the proton treatment? Proton therapy is a treatment that uses a highly focused radiation beam to the tumor to kill the cancer cells. Unlike the regular radiation therapy that also exposes normal cells to radiation, the proton beam only releases high-energy radiation when it reaches the tumor-bearing area. Thanks to this characteristic, it's especially effective at treating concentrated cancer cells like solid tumors. Moreover, a copper plate manufactured to fit the treatment area and a cutting-edge system that guides the proton beam to its exact target minimize the side effects.
저희가 매일매일 확인을 해서 양성자가 실제로 들어가는 위치를 깊이랑 넓이를 조절할 수 있기 때문에 정상 조직을 최대한으로 보호할 수 있다는 거. 그렇기 때문에 치료하는 곳 뒤쪽으로는 어느 방사선 피폭도 없습니다. 전혀 없습니다.
The National Cancer Center has an outstanding treatment system based on close cooperation.
이제 항암제랑 방사선 또는 양성자 치료를 적당히 겸하게 함으로써 아이가 기능적인 손상도 최소화시키고 병도 완치가 되고 이렇게 하면서 이제 치료를 하는 거죠. 그래서 저희는 그 수술하시는 선생님과 그 항암제 하시는 선생님의 그 서로 팀워크가 상당히 중요합니다.
Georgia became the first foreign patient to undergo both the proton therapy and chemotherapy in Korea. Georgia's family now has great hope thanks to the NCC Proton Therapy Center and the treatment that doesn't cause Georgia to become tired or suffer from side effects.
그 아이들이 커서 학습을 하고 이 사회에 나가고 결혼도 하게 되고 직장도 갖게 되고 이런 것들을 생각하면은 그 뇌 기능을 보존해 준다는 것이 굉장히 절대적으로 중요하죠. 그런 면에서 양성자 치료는 보통 방사선이랑 굉장히 큰 차이점을 가지게 되는 것이죠.
There is a gentleman here in the hospital lobby who seems to know the patients well. 6 years ago, Curtis Poling was a patient here himself, but he's now in good health and spreading hope to others.
So I did research on proton and I found out that that was the new technology to treat cancer with very little side effects. And so I decided that that was going to be my treatment. 5 years later, I've been treated with proton therapy and I have no side effects. And I have not been sick. and I not lost any of my bodily functions, and I still am myself. Last year we had a patient.
He published a book titled Surviving Cancer with Proton Therapy. He helps many overseas patients with their proton beam treatments in Korea through his blog. Terry Kassem and Derek Holland, who are both being treated for prostate cancer at NCC, met and became friends in Korea.
Can you do the PS5?
Because proton therapy can be provided as an outpatient treatment, they hardly suffer what other cancer patients do.
We met here now. He's 1 week ahead of me in treatment, so we're not that far apart, so we can kind of talk to each other and study the procedure and everything. And he's a very nice man, and we've become long life friends now.
During his regular checkup due to his family's medical history, Derek was diagnosed with prostate cancer. He even appeared on TV back in New Zealand when his treatments in Korea came under the spotlight.
Proton is very different. Sometimes you get a little bit tired, but I think that's only natural. But most of the time you have no side effects, and that is the great thing about proton.
A few days later, the treatment scheduled for Derek has finally come to an end. He traveled so far away from his family to receive this treatment. Would he be able to go back home with good results? Thankfully, the results of his PSA test returned to the normal level after 8 weeks of treatment.
I will do my best and my utmost to promote that wherever I can. Prostate cancer is a bit of a minefield as far as there's lots of different forms of treatment, but for certain cases this is the best treatment because there's no side effects or minimal side effects. But the quality of your life when you have finished the treatment is still very high.
Cameras in the surgery room. They are there for the live broadcast of the surgery.
Lymph node dissection. When patient has this early gastric cancer, 49 years old male, and you can see here that the camera is inserted just below the umbilicus, and the other two robotic arm is located.
We can see. Oh yes, now we can see.
Can you see it? Okay.
While the doctors attending a conference in Bangkok observed, the surgeon calmly began the innovative robotic surgery. A robotic surgery is an advanced surgery in which the surgeon sits at a console by the operation table and eliminates tumors using the robotic surgical system. Gastric cancer surgeries are hard because of the difficulty in securing a clear view within the narrow pelvic cavity. However, it becomes much easier to comprehend the anatomical structure with the Da Vinci surgical system and 3D images. With such advantages, delicate surgeries are now possible, even in less accessible areas of the body.
Can you explain where you are right now, what you are doing?
So I will use the clip to ligate this.
The clip is controlled by your assistant right now.
No. I control the clip. All the things my assistant is doing is exchanging the device, and sometimes they give me some doses to control the bleeding sometimes. We are approaching to
Foreign doctors are impressed by how the surgeon skillfully removed tumors by himself with no assistance.
그러니까 잘 받아들인다라는 거는 그거를 잘 사용한다라는 의미라고 생각을 해야 될 것 같습니다. 사실은 로봇 수술뿐만이 아니라 로봇 수술기 안에 있는 다른 것들도 훨씬 더 잘 사용을 합니다. 그래서 새로운 수술 방법들을 개발하는 게 한국의 외과 의사들이 할 수 있었던 것도 아마 그런 면들, 그러니까 어떻게 보면 좀 더 크리에이티브하다 할까, 아니면 어쩌면 좀 더 챌린징하달까 뭐 그런 면들에서 바꿀 수 있었다라고.
The number of robotic surgery patients in this hospital reached 8,000 over the past few years, and the number of foreign doctors attending the hospital symposium is increasing annually. Dr. Hyunwoo Jin is an acknowledged expert on robotic surgeries, and his surgical methods have recently become an international guideline.
Almost all surgeon knows about the Yonsei University and the Yonsei University experience about gastric surgery and also robotic surgery. And so I know that maybe the best place all over the world to learn something about robotic gastrectomy is Yonsei, and so I'm here.
Severance Hospital has one of the 3 top robotic surgery training centers in Asia.
Cameraman, you want that stream?
Camera outside of joint, right?
Many Western doctors, as well as Asian doctors, come here to learn.
Sweet spot should be in the blue band.
This Israeli doctor began his training by practicing on animals.
So you have to keep
Even talented surgeons have a hard time controlling robotic arms.
Second thing is you have to find the position.
Slowly, the doctor operates the robotic arms and practices making incisions, cutting off tumors, and tying up the severed points. Practicing and training is important when learning to operate the robotic arms in the surgery.
Doing the Da Vinci surgeries again is a step towards the future surgeries of no cuts, no skin cuts, only walking through ports. I hope to go back and start working with it.
Hands are the life of the surgeon. The robotic hands look similar to delicate human hands. The latest surgical system featuring these robotic arms is the cutting-edge medicine that paves the way to the future beyond laparotomy and laparoscope.
기존에 있었던 복강경 수술을 제가 1000케이스 이상 했음에도 불구하고 얻지 못했던 결과를 로봇 수술을 해서 단기간에 얻을 수 있었던 것들이 결국은 환자한테 도움을 주는 것들이고요. 그게 새로운 기술이 아니었으면 불가능했었던 것들이지요.
Cutting-edge medical techniques signify the expansion of the healing art of medicine that represents doctors' efforts to save lives. This innovative medical technology gives life back to the children fighting their illnesses, and by extension, contributes much in saving the families, society, and nation. Let's hope through innovative medical technology, more patients will regain their lives and happiness.